Welcome to another vlog. Hey everybody, it's Trevor Rice, where today we are just going to start off the day by doing the Quality Pizza Lunch Request Hour, just doing a couple of more breaks here, and then we'll do a little bit more of the show later on. I've got a sports show from 5 until 6. Dustin Walker will be joining me on the program, and I think CP, Chris Price, the football coach for North Hopkins, will also be joining me on that. So, should be a good show later on as we're getting you through. This is a Wednesday, August 2nd. Can you believe we're in August already? Let's go ahead and do a break here as we need to get this day started. It's the Quality Pizza Lunch Request Hour. Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine. Words get in the way on Classic Hits 1069 TTL. Hey, it's Trevor Rice. Glad you're spending your day with us. Happy Hump Day to you. We have made it to the hump. We are on the slow ride to the weekend now, and we'll see how the second half of the work week treats us. We're taking requested music right now, 270-825-1079. Drop us a message, TTL Facebook page. Quality Pizza, they have a lunch buffet currently going on until 1 p.m. So take advantage of their pizza buffet and salad bar. Get your requested music, and I still have time for a couple of more requested songs before noon. And there's one break. Let's wrap up the request hour here. Sir Elton John and Rocket Man on Classic Hits 1069 TTL. Trevor Rice in with you, wrapping up today's Quality Pizza Lunch Request Hour. We'll come back and do it again tomorrow, 11 until noon. Stick around. We'll look at this day on the National Day calendar this afternoon, as well as educate you with some facts. I'll play your Lost Classic later on. Hopefully the sun comes back out. It's kind of cloudy, kind of depressing here on this Wednesday. We'll get through it together, though. Enjoy lunch. And that's how we wrap up the request hour. We'll do a few more breaks. How about right now? Here's another one. You got to go back a few years for that one when it was released. 1975, seems like it was just yesterday for some of us. Then there's others like myself. I may or may not have been around that year. Off the Dreamboat Annie album, Heart and Magic Man on Classic Hits 1069 TTL. We'll look at this day on the National Day calendar coming up. Stick around for that, as we're going to continue to play some great artists. How about Mike and the Mechanics, Blondie, Spin Doctors? I have Madonna coming up. It's Human League, Don't You Want Me on Classic Hits 1069 TTL. Hey, good afternoon. Let's do a couple more. We'll talk a couple of more times here. Going on after Madonna. Madonna and Dress You Up on Classic Hits 1069 WTTL. Hey, it's Trevor Rice. Let's look at this day on the National Day calendar. And today is Ice Cream Sandwich Day. Being an ice cream connoisseur like I am, it's been a while since I've had an ice cream sandwich, so I would not decline the invitation if somebody wanted to, give me an ice cream sandwich right now. I'm just saying. Today is also Dinosaurs Day. It is Coloring Book Day, and it is also CAD Day, which coincidentally reminds me of my high school year, my senior year of high school, more in particular. Mr. Blomker, if you're listening for whatever reason, you get this message, I apologize. A buddy of mine, his name is Paul, and we would goof off and have discussions that had nothing to do with the class itself. We were loud and obnoxious. And let's just be thankful that our teachers can put up with our shenanigans like they do. So thank you to all the teachers out there who do put up with shenanigans from people like myself, because they were probably wanting to retire a lot sooner than later. And that is true. Mr. Blomker, if you ever watch this, we apologize for that. For the sake of today's vlog, let's go ahead and do one more break real quick, just because we can. It's always interesting trying to find out what I'm going to talk about. I think I know what I'm going to talk about. Let's go on after the song. It's Classic Hits 1069 TTL. Hey, it's Trevor Rice getting you through your afternoon here and your lunch hour. And the Kentucky Wildcats football season is fastly approaching right now, everybody. I know football season, we're talking high school on the 18th beginning back up. Then it's college, NFL, Kentucky Wildcats football will actually be invading Western Kentucky coming up later this month on August 26th, Saturday, 1 to 5. I know Tom Leach, the play-by-play announcer, I think he's going to be there in Owensboro, and up to 30 football players will be invading the city, and WTTL will be up there. I'm sending Stacey Darnell up, and he'll be doing interviews and taking pictures with the players, and hopefully we'll play some of those back on another show that we do on our Commonwealth Broadcasting family of networks. But the Wildcats football team is up there. You can learn more at Kentucky 15. That's Kentucky15.com if you'd like to go and find out more on how you can go up to the Owensboro Sports Center coming up Saturday, August 26th. On the way, I have music from Blondie and the Spin Doctors. Here's Mike and the Mechanics, the Living Years on 106.9 TTL. And that puts a wrap on, well, an inside peek of today's show. All right, so real quick, before we go on to something else in this vlog, I gotta say real quick that you should always have some H2O if you are recording in any capacity. And I have added some flavor to mine, like I always do. Grape. You can't go wrong with grape. I'm addicted to it, kind of like ice cream and other things that I have in my life. Italian food. I think I'm also addicted to grape flavoring when it comes to adding a little bit of taste to my water. All right, so you know how you have intentions to vlog things as a YouTuber, for any of you who have your own YouTube channels, and you try to record as much as you can. I had planned on recording a sports show, but because of technology failing me and my live stream not working, unfortunately I was not able to get any of that footage today. Just went to the grocery store, got a few items because I'm going to have to leave the state this weekend, and the groceries still cost me $38. Now granted, some of that was for the trail mix that I'm going to have for the ride up. You can't go on a road trip without something to munch on, and for me it's trail mix. That's my weakness. We are continuing with, I guess, a new day here. This vlog, new day from what we did yesterday, and Christy Anglin, who does a show here on 103.5 The Light, is in the studio with me, and she does a show Thursdays from 4 until 5 p.m. on The Light. And Christy, I'm going to get you here on camera. What is today's show going to involve, I guess?
Jesus and the truth. Do you know the truth? The truth is, Trevor, I don't like this camera, but anyway, God is good. So tune in to 103.5 The Light. Much to cover today. We're going to go political here in about probably 3 minutes. I'm going to read a quick devotion from my son. We're going to be talking about truth today. I'm so sick of what's going on in America. Everybody thinks they know the truth, especially in the political realm, but they don't. So I'm going to read a devotion from my son, Steve Sean. It popped up in a memory. I'm thankful for the memories here on Facebook that we can use them. And I thought this is so fitting for today. For someone today, it was fitting for myself, and I think he wrote this last year. He said, "Good afternoon." Proverbs 15:31-33 says, "The ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise, but he that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul. But he that heareth reproof get understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility." Proverbs 16:2-3 says, "All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord will weigh the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established." As a man of God, I am humbled on different levels, just because I've been walking with the Lord since I was 15. Now, this is my son that has written this, Sean Wallace. The Lord still humbles me from time to time. Hebrews 12:6, "For the Lord loveth, he chastiseth, and he scourges every son whom he receives." When sometimes we think that we're doing right, God will humble us and show us we're wrong. This is where we must be wise and humble ourselves and receive instruction from his word and from wise counsel. Proverbs 11:14, where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. If we think we know it all, then we are doomed to fall. So we must humble ourselves, and in time, God will pick us up. James 4:10 tells us to humble ourselves in the sight of the Lord, and in due time, He will lift you up. So today, I'm not sure what your situation is, but make sure before making a decision to go to the Word of God, seek His face in prayer, and surround yourself with wise counselors. And the Lord will give you instruction.
So you know how I was telling you that trail mix is something that I have to have? In fact, I'm getting it for the drive home when I go back from my grandmother's funeral. 2 days from the time of this vlog right now. Yeah, I get this. This is my snack food for a long drive. Highly recommended. If you guys are ever going on a long road trip and you just need something to snack on that's a healthy option. Yeah, there's M&Ms in there, but still relatively healthy and tastes really good.
I asked you, had you been on my Facebook, because I shared a couple of things. And I feel bad, Steve. I was talking to someone from Nebraska yesterday, and she asked me, were you a fan of Tom? Tell me his last name.
Osborne.
Osborne. Is that who it is? Trevor? Okay, are you a fan of him? She's not. That's what no, and she was in the Air Force, and she said absolutely not, but she wanted to know if you were, so you said absolutely. So I had to have Trevor help me out, because I'm not a Husker fan, but you and Trevor are, right? So anyway.
All right, so we're on the road. We're going to St. Louis right now. We're gonna stay the night in St. Louis at my cousin's place, then we'll go to Iowa tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll get some safe travels on the way to St. Louis.
It's a situation of football. You can't slide down.
All right, so it is Friday, August 4th. We are northwest of St. Louis. We are driving back to Iowa as we speak. I stayed the night at my cousin's place. And so now I am on my way to Des Moines to pick up my sister from the airport. I don't know if she has a flight back yet, but at least she's flying to Iowa. So it'll be good to see some family back here for my grandma's funeral. Stay tuned. We'll see what kind of footage we can get while we're back home. You want to see what pain looks like? This is what pain looks like. We're about to cross the Iowa state line. If you need some fireworks, Shelton Fireworks has you covered. We're going north as we get ready to cross the Des Moines River, or what normal people might know as the Des Moines River. Crossing it right now, and there's the welcome sign. We are in Iowa, on our way towards Waterloo, Waterloo. We're not going to Waterloo. Yes, we're heading north, not to Waterloo. We're going to turn at Mount Pleasant. But we are in Iowa now, where there's plenty of corn and soybean fields. That's going to be my scenery while I'm here. There's two main conversations in the state of Iowa, two conversation starters. One being the weather, and the other being the fields. Well, we see the overcast skies today. I didn't think the weatherman said it was going to rain today. But here we are. We have some clouds. There's a chance of rain. I don't know why I went into a specific accent, but I did. And here we are, talking about the weather and the corn and soybean fields. There's corn. There's lots of it in Iowa. All right, so update. We are just east of Des Moines. And as you see, there's still nothing but corn and soybean fields to look at. And now we're coming up on a tractor. You know you're in Iowa when you pass a tractor on the highway. How you know you've gotten into the city? When you hit lunch traffic. That's how you know you've gotten to the city. Hey, look over there. It's the skyline for Des Moines. So we have made it to Applebee's. Gonna have some lunch with my aunt and uncle, and then I might pay a visit to my grandparents' gravesite real quick before I leave town and head north to Humboldt. So let's go grab some lunch. Hey everybody, it's Trevor Rice, and we are in Thor, Iowa. I'm going to show you a little bit. There's like nothing here except an elevator and a restaurant. And I'm about to show you how many people come to this restaurant. It's insane. So I'm going to show you a little bit about Thor. A couple of antiques. You can't be in Iowa and not have antiques. There's the elevator right over there on the other side of the trees. But if we scan over here, we have the community hall, and then look at how many people are parked at this restaurant. Like, it goes all the way, people parked over there. I don't even know, I didn't know this place existed. But it's a place called Unky's. And this is where the family is eating tonight. And I guess they have a really good steak. So we're gonna go and taste the food. So I realized I never put an ending to the vlog that you are watching right now. So I figured, why not just go ahead and do the ending right here. We ended up having food, had a really good time with family. Did not get any footage of that, just for the fact I just wanted to enjoy time with everybody. But I appreciate you guys watching this vlog. There's some ones coming up. You're about to see some of the struggles that I had on my trip back to Iowa here in a little bit, here over the next couple of days. So stay tuned for some future vlogs. Otherwise, subscribe, help out the channel, help me grow this thing. We'll see you next time. Be good to one another. Take care.